I think it's about time we talk about the Atlanta Falcons. All right. So basically, as we all know, season didn't go great. Finished what? 8-9. That's obviously not what Arthur Blank was hoping for. But I think there's three main reasons why the Falcons didn't live up to their expectations this year. One, Arthur Smith. Obviously, Arthur didn't do well at all the past 3 years, and this was just the final straw. Two, Desmond Ridder. That man, god awful. Okay, I tried to give him a chance, all right? I sat there, I watched the games. I even got two, not one, but two Ridder jerseys, okay? But I'll be the first one to tell you that he didn't live up to what a majority of the Falcons fan base thought he was going to be, which is all right. We spent a third-round pick on it. Not a super big deal. Waste of a season, I might add, but very heavy draft class this year, so not too worried about it. And finally, which I haven't really seen a lot of people cover, is Rich McKay and Arthur Blank. And that's what we're really going to talk about in this video today. Since a lot of people already talk about how bad Arthur Smith is and how bad Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke were, even Marcus Mariota the year before. But really, the root of the problem is Rich McKay and Arthur Blank. As we know, Rich McKay says that he's not in football operations. Well, we know that's not true because Arthur Blank essentially called him out for it in his own press conference. Maybe not on purpose, but definitely did let the cat out of the bag that Rich McKay does rule over Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith. Now, here's the problem with that. You're not giving the GM the power that they deserve when they get hired. This can be shown easily in the head coaching search right now. Where was Terry Fontenot in the press conference? It was just Rich McKay and Arthur Smith. Tell me what other organization doesn't have their general manager in to talk about a key person in the staff, nonetheless the head coach not being with the team anymore. Now, reports have come out that Rich McKay and Arthur Blank will be leading the search for head coach. What are we doing? We didn't let Terry Fontenot pick Arthur Smith, and look what happened. Terry's done a magnificent job at building a roster, nonetheless, besides the quarterback position. But I believe, and a lot of other Falcons fans believe, that he can get us those last missing pieces, like the quarterback, maybe a little edge rusher, another safety would be nice. But instead, we have Rich McKay and Arthur Blank in charge of the whole thing. I don't really understand it. Maybe someone in the comments can explain to me how that's beneficial for the team. Just in general, Arthur Blank really hasn't done much to help the team. Past few head coaches haven't been the best. You could say Dan Quinn, but I mean, look what the Super Bowl turned out. Look how after the Super Bowl, he ended up getting fired mid-season. Now, we did have Raheem Mostert as our interim head coach, and we decided to let him walk. And now we're re-interviewing him? Please help me make sense of all this. I don't really understand the thought process. This head coach free agency, I guess you could say, is so deep this year. There's no reason we shouldn't be getting a Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick. If I see another report of Bill Belichick going to the Falcons, I might burn every jersey. I don't understand it. Why would you have an older, he's like 71, 72. He's going to retire in 2 to 3 years anyway. Let's face it, this Falcons team is not going to win us a Super Bowl, even with a competent quarterback. There are a few missing pieces that, you need to be able to have a Super Bowl winning team, but this is easily a playoff team with a quarterback and a competent head coach. I would even go as far as to say Desmond Ridder could have taken us to the playoffs if it weren't for Arthur Smith's play calling and the mishandled QB situation where he said there wouldn't be a QB carousel, yet Taylor and Desmond switched off multiple times. So all in all, I mean, you guys tell me what you guys think in the comments. I don't really understand it. I am a Falcons fan, die hard, love the Falcons, always have. I hope we can get back to a dominating offense like we used to have with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. We do have Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Cordero Patterson, I don't know if you count him as dominant, and Tyler Algier. We just need a quarterback. But truly, I believe that the root of the problem is Arthur Blank. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it's Desmond Ridder's fault for last year? Do you think it's Arthur Smith? Do you think it's the management? Or is it a combination of things? You guys let me know in the comments, and have a good one.